Hello, tucks and tails, Labradoodle puppy families and Labradoodle lovers around the world. We have a week 4 litter update for these petite Australian Labradoodle puppies from the Tucks and Tails litter. Hi, I'm Claire from Van Isle Labradoodles, and in today's video we have a contest, we have a surprise, and we also have our regular update. We're going to give you an update on Mama Anise, on the puppies, each one of them individually, and we're also going to talk about toys and the important role they play in a puppy's development. So the puppies, as you can see, have some toys in their room, and you'll notice this week a big change. They're way more active, they're way more confident and really coordinated on their feet, and we even have a bit of coat lifting going on. I'm just going to take blue color here to show you what that is, and you can see this one little single bit that's lifting up. So when the puppies are born, they have, oh my goodness, you're very active. The puppies are born, they have a flat coat, so it looks almost like a Doberman type of coat, and then as time goes on their coat starts to lift and we start to get that beautiful teddy bear Australian Labradoodle coat. So these guys are all lifting their coats. We can see black collar here. He has quite a bit more lifting going on, quite a bit around his ruff here and a little bit at the front of his neck, a little bit on this one hind leg. Hi, sweetheart. And then little silver collar, she has quite a bit around her neck area and up on the tops of her ears. So in the next little while, you'll see sometimes that the puppies are going to look like they are really having a bad hair day. It's quite funny. Now, what's the big news for the puppies this week, though, is they have started solid food. They have just started having their first couple of meals, so they're a little bit sticky, as what these puppies are eating is just a goat milk pablum mixture. We have not put these puppies onto raw yet because they don't have any teeth. Now, Joya's puppies, who are only a day older than these puppies, they are on actual raw food because they have most of their teeth. And the reason for the difference in that development, despite them being so close in age, is simply the size of the puppies. So these guys have not got their teeth through yet, but they are working really hard on getting those teeth through. And you'll see how they're playing with the toys now. You can see blue collar here. He's having a great time with that crinkle toy. And they're all starting to interact with each other. We're hearing little growls and barks. They're starting to run around more, and they really are enjoying their time with people. When they're smaller than this and before they get to that point, they like to have you come in and visit them, but they don't come running to you like they are right now. And you'll see we have this one toy here on the side. So this toy is a little bit different than the ones that are on the ground, and this is to provide them with different levels of height, teaching them to look up, interact with things that are higher up. And this is actually a kid's toy. It's for a baby. So it's got this little bit of spring in it. It's got a squeaker down here that is, I don't think, functional anymore, but it gives a nice hard surface when they're chewing on it. Over here, we've got a little bit of crinkle, and then we've got some rubber that's got lots of teething marks on it. They, of course, don't have their teeth yet, but this is something that makes them get some relief. It allows them some relief in their gums while those teeth are coming through. And then these little flower things up here, these are just here to attract them and teach them to look up and see things at different heights. And they can pull this, it won't come down. They can chew on this. This is a really nice level for them. So this is all part of how having the right toy for the right puppy is so critical. Because when we think of a toy, we think of something that's fun and sort of a treat. But for puppies, they're not actually a treat. You can think of them more as sort of an educational tool, because that's really what they're doing. They're teaching the puppies multiple different things. Here comes Silver Collar Girl. Renald just moved her over. She was having a little nap far away and being out of the camera range. Hi, baby girl. So what they're doing is teaching them all sorts of skills, social skills as well as physical skills. So part of the desensitization and socialization process comes from toys. And so you have toys that do all sorts of different things that help the puppies become used to all sorts of different things. So this little guy here, this Teddy, his primary function is he came in with the puppies and he looks almost like a puppy. He's about the same size as the puppy. And he came and he sat on their bed. And what that did was teach the puppies that, oh, here is a stranger. This is something we don't know anything about. It's in our own private living quarters, and it's fine. It hasn't done us any harm, and in fact, it's really nice to sleep next to, and we can chew on it. So this is a way that we start to introduce them to accepting strangers, different people, and different creatures in their area without any hesitation or fear on their part, so that they believe that, oh, when something new comes into their area, this is something that's positive and good. This guy here is a stuffless, long dinosaur type thing. So it's important he doesn't have any stuffing in him, because we don't want the puppies getting any of that horrible chemical synthetic filler that is in so many toys. This is also why we are so keen on our donut beds and crate mats that are in our puppy starter kit. They're handmade, they're all natural, they're human grade fillers which are actually just clothing straps, as opposed to the usual yucky stuff that you find that's full of synthetics and chemicals. And even if your puppy never chews through their bed, they are still sleeping in something that is all full of synthetics and chemicals. So the purpose of this toy is it has a few different textures on it, which are good for chewing, but the main thing is it's really big. So all three of them can be on here together. They can all be playing with it. We'll see if Silver Collar Girl's interested. Looks like she's a little bit sleepy at the moment. She's just saying, maybe not right now. So we can leave this out and all of them can play with it. Also, Anise loves playing with her kids. She is very interactive with her puppies when she's in here with them. And this toy is also big enough for Anise to be on and the kids as well. There you heard little Black Collar making one of his little growls. Maybe we can just get the camera over watching them playing there, and you can see how they're interacting together. Now earlier you saw them on the crinkle toys over there. I'm just going to go grab one of those. Bring it over here. So these two toys are small, so we want to make sure they're the right size for puppies. I want to make sure I don't sit on a puppy. There we go. And they make this noise. This noise is entertaining to dogs of all ages. Ripple absolutely adores these kinds of toys. She's always looking to play with something that has a crinkle in it. And you'll see Anise came right away back into the area when she heard me crinkling them so that she could come and play with it too. Now Anise does tend to steal the toys from the puppies, but that's also an excellent learning opportunity for them. How do I get these? How can I fit in here and get what I want? And also learning that, that's an adult dog, that's a bigger dog, I can't get it from that dog. Learning again where your place is in a group. Very important lessons for the puppies. And this old snowman here, a little bit out of season, he has a squeaker. Hey, you. And you'll see how the puppies respond. This is exactly what we want. This is the essence of good socialization. We've got puppies who came forward with their tails wagging, heads up, curious, interested. No fear, no hesitation, no cowering, no worry about something that sounds different and something that is not a normal dog type sound. So those are the things we're introducing them to at the moment. When you get your puppy starter kit, all of the toys that are in there will be curated specifically for your puppy. So let's say that Silver Collar falls in love with balls. Well, we'll give you more balls for her. And let's say Blue Collar really enjoys chewing. Then we'll give you more chewing toys. Everything will be geared for your puppy specifically. And it's really important throughout the lifetime of your puppy that you always have lots of different toy opportunities for them, and that they're appropriate and safe, of course, and ones that are proper for Australian Labradoodles. And yes, there are some toys that are not right for some breeds of dogs. So toys, it sounds like fun, but it actually has a really important purpose for your puppy. Now, same as treats, when we talk about treats, which we'll talk about later, not this week, treats sound like you're giving them a candy. Treats are not candy for dogs. Treats are like paying your kids for doing chores around the house, or like you and I get a paycheck. That's what treats are. It's paying your dog to fit into your world the way you would like them to. So we'll go into that a little bit more another time. So what we're going to do after this video is we are going to put a crate in for the puppies. They are now agile enough and coordinated enough to come in and out of a crate without any issue. Before, when they weren't really moving around too much, I didn't want them to be in the crate and peeing in the crate simply because they couldn't get out of it easily. It has a little bit of a lip. These guys are tiny, so we just wait a little bit longer to introduce the crate when they're tiny like this. But they're all ready to go now. They're interacting, they're playing, they've got their paws up, they're doing all sorts of fun things. Now, we really enjoy it if you write a comment on our videos. It helps us so much to be able to continue to present these videos for you. So if you have a moment and can make a comment, we really appreciate that. Also, if you take a second and give us a thumbs up if you are enjoying our videos. Now, we have a contest today. So this is just for our Renald Doodle families who will be coming to the 2023 reunion. And if you watch this video and tell us what the big surprise was in this video, which we'll reveal later in the comments below this video, then you will get an entry into one of our many prize packages that will be at the reunion. Now, what's going on with Mama Anise? Anise is having a great time. She is in and out. She's quite comfortable leaving the puppies now. She's getting ready to wean them. She hasn't told us that she's really, fussed about weaning them. She's still quite happy to be nursing them. There was no hurry on her part, but she's also interested in moving them along in the process. So the timing is just right for the puppies being introduced to their solid food. Now, once they get some teeth, then we will start giving them actual raw food. But until then, we'll just give them more of sort of a gruel that they can easily lap up, which they seem to be enjoying quite well. The other thing that Anise is doing now is spending more and more time outside. She particularly loves to chase the ball. So she's really doing well. She's got a really nice balance in and out. She never worries about them. However, if somebody comes too close to where her puppies are, she's right there giving them a little growl, making sure everybody is well aware, hey, I'm here, those are my puppies, don't get too close. She's very protective of them. But you can see she loves to kiss them. She plays with them all the time. It's really nice. Whoops, sorry, got you tied up in my microphone wire there. It's really nice to see her playing with the puppies and having a lot of fun with them. So now let's do our updates on each of the individual puppies. And this is where our surprise is going to come in. What the surprise it is for this week is we have a change. The biggest puppy, who is Silver Collar, excuse me, who has been the biggest puppy right from day one, isn't the biggest puppy anymore. Do you have any guesses who might be just by looking at them? It's hard to tell just by looking at them. Even when I weighed them and told Renald that there was a change, he didn't believe me. He thought I'd weighed them wrong. He was sure that it was still Silver Collar who was the biggest, but it's not. So here we go in birth order. We're going to start with Black Collar Boy here, who Anise is having a little play with. Black is our beautiful gleaming ebony phantom boy. He's got that beautiful eye contact. Now this is what you like to see. A puppy who looks right at you, gives you a kiss, and is also aware of what's going on in his life. Sweet, loving, beautiful high ear set. This puppy's a real gem. And Mr. Black weighs, oopsie, we have to put it on the right page here. Yeah, we have to put it on the right page. And of course, it doesn't want to go on the right page. There we go. Mr. Black weighs 1.5 kilograms even, which is a really nice weight. So he's just great, our little petite guy. Next we have Blue Collar. Come here, Mr. Blue. Hi. Mr. Blue Collar is just like our little black collar boy, except for he's a chocolate phantom. And you saw right there when I called him and gave him a little clap, he came right away. Absolutely love that already, that these puppies are starting to come when I call them. That's just a remarkable thing to see for a puppy who's only 4 weeks old. Really a great sign. I love that they have so much interest in people and that they're so keen to come and spend time with people. And Blue Collar is 1.57 kilograms. And so from that, you can figure out that Blue Collar is now the biggest puppy in the litter. But who's the smallest? Is it going to be Black or is it going to be Silver? Oh, give me your little Silver. Oh my goodness. Here is our beautiful Silver Collar girl, our only girl, and our little party. She's also a phantom, you just can't see it. And look at that big black nose. Oh, she's just the cutest thing now that she's got that big black nose all filled in. And Silver Collar is 1.34 kilograms. So she's gone from the biggest to the smallest in the litter. Black's in the middle and Blue is the largest boy. So this is why I say at the beginning all the time, just because the puppy is the biggest at week 1, 2, 3, 4, even up to week 6, does not mean that puppy is going to be the biggest in the litter at maturity. So we hope you enjoyed today's video. We hope you enjoyed learning more about toys and how important they are for puppies. And don't forget, if you're coming to the reunion, to post in the comments below the video, who is the biggest puppy? That's what our surprise was today. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next week again for our week 5 litter update. Hi, how you doing? Just a good boy. Just a good girl.